My name is Carl Kim, running two cafe, one in Intentional Coffee Fullerton, and the other one is a Cream and Sugar Cafe in La Mirada, just in front of the Biola University. And so this location I've been watching over 2 years, and I was in charge of the development in previous companies, so I know the many areas. Because I opened very first location in Fullerton, I realized I have a reasonable customer from Biola, and then I have a good intention for the some Christian students. And then this was on the market before the COVID, and then so I tried to take it over. Actually, this location I just opened right before the COVID, and then my first location actually business-wise keep increasing sales, even almost 2.5 years keep increasing. Right before the COVID, and February was one of the peak sale, the highest sale, and then right after lockdown, which is still, March 17th, and then my sales dropped almost 1/3, and then April, so almost I couldn't make any money. And then here, I just decided I open it. My grand open was on March 27th that week, so it's gonna be have a free giveaway for local community and then for Biola student. But I couldn't do the event, and then April was one of the cruel months that I have ever experienced. Actually, all this location I just opened it. Unluckily, the business I can survive it. And then my first location was stable, but it dropped like towards 1/3. And then, I have to think about my survivorship for my family and business wise. I might lose everything. First one, I have a plan for grand opening March 27th, the weekend. Actually, I couldn't do the grand opening event in second location because I made a free giveaway coupon book, so 20,000 coupon, but finally I threw it away because I couldn't use it. So it was one of the sad things. So right after, because of the due to the COVID. And then second one is the April. Actually, I think my whole life, actually, last April was one of the cruel months that I have ever experienced. Because, wow, it was very stressful as a small business owner. All that I pursue and then invested, it's gonna be almost after disappearing. So that moment I can forget it. It's gonna be one of the cruel months, and there was lots of things to think about it, and then so yeah. Before opening this location, I thought at least 20 to 30% customers will be the Biola student, because I want to open as some place who can pursue their dream as they're studying inside, or that's why I already prepared it. This area actually the internet was very low, one of the hardest ones. So recently when I opened, I already called the Spectrum, which is a big the internet company. So finally they already installed the high-speed internet here. At first I already purchased the 2 hotspots for community, but I couldn't use it, So maybe, hopefully, after it's going well, the next year Biola open the campus, I will extend the hours. Right now, we are opening as a brunch cafe, just 7:30 to 3 p.m. But everything's going well. I have a plan to extend the hours for students, and people can come and they enjoy and then have a good conversation and then studying. So that's why I have a plan of the seating, and the Wi-Fi is ready. But I need to see all the situation, and I need to follow the regulation of the government as well. Right after COVID, it's not easy to take the mask, but I know someone who carry the mask, so I need to provide mask and sanitizer. That's one of the important things, so that I need to bring more gloves and mask, and yeah, those things I provided, and then so I need to prepare and then protect my staff, because they need to be safe. They need to feel comfortable at the store as a working staff. So yeah, that's one of my priorities, to protect my staff. Need to be comfortable to work as a staff. So under COVID, I mean everything has changed, but the very beginning, government need to lock down because you need to control all the virus spreading. So I understand people can come out to pick up and enjoy their food and then coffee. So rather than they need to stay in home, and then they need to utilize their delivery app. So I watched that, because the very first location, thankfully I already tried a lot of delivery app. So second location, I adopted, and then I set it up all the delivery app to how it works. But it took at least one and a half, 2 months, but finally it works, because the second location, I kept the same name, because it's been here almost 7 years, growing with the community, and I realized some regular customer from local, they've been visiting, they have some good memory, so I decide to keep the name. So due to that have some good reasonable amount of the review from the Yelp and then Google, so I just more promote and then focusing on the delivery. I mean finally, so lots of people gave us good review, and then we set it up pretty fast, within 2 to 3 months. So we are ranked as a top restaurant around this area as a brunch cafe, carrying good food and then reasonable specialty coffee with a reasonable price. This one actually I have a plan to grow together. So as you see the lots of artwork, I have more than 10 local artists display. So this is shop I have intention for growing with the local community. And then one of the big major customers group, I think, was a Biola student so far, but right after COVID, Biola campus shut down, and then so I have to work with the local people. So thankfully I used to work some local artists in the other location, so I invite the local artists to this location. And then right now, so even it takes some time, but yeah, luckily within short time, even under COVID, my business is getting better. And then finally I just survived from the the minus, negative to positive. Yeah. Every single location when I open, I have a good intention for that area, community, so I want to grow together. So I was in the college students. When I was a college student, I was reborn, and then I was a Christian student in Christian. I want to be a Christian business leader as well. So, but I realized at the field and then at the store as a business owner, I felt a lot of Christian students. So only just students that I was in the same situation, but I know the real world is different. They need to be trained the real world, and they need to be lead as a good follower of Jesus. Then can be a good example to impact all the coworkers. So that's why when even second location, maybe next year I want to see more Biola students, and then as a local community, maybe I will work with some good intention event. So right now all this artwork, they're artists intentionally, I don't get any money from them, so all the profit from 10% going to the local charity or local non-profit organization going together. So we will start some event with the local artists. They needed they needed some help from us, and then I needed to support, and then they will support too. So my team is always growing together. So even Biola students, you guys are pursuing your own dream. So here, that's why we are here.